Alright, here is how you make a map in Pavlov Shack. This should work currently 2025, so make sure you watch the full video and do everything I do if you want to do it correctly. I will make a video later on how to download the mod kit, but this is just going to be how to actually make a map. So, once you're in Unreal Engine, there should be like nothing. So, you want to press Window, you want to press Pavlov Workshop. Make sure you're logged in to your account, and then you press Create Mod. You can name your mod whatever you want. And give it whatever summary you want, and you select map. Now, you still want to select map even if you're doing a custom map. It's just, yeah. So after this, you want to press Create Mod. It'll load, and then you'll be there. So you want to minus this, and it should automatically open. So for me, this is UGC 5011783 content. So once you're here, you'll see definition and nothing else. So what you want to do is you want to press right click, you want to press level, and name the level whatever you want, but you do need a name. So I'm just going to name it tutorial. So once you have this, you want to go to plugins, and you want to see, you want to go to custom map tools content, and you want to go to mod example map. So I pressed plugins, custom map tools content, double click that, open mod example map, and save. It should, you probably won't have that save selected, but okay. So once you're here, you need to find your directional light. You want to find skylight, and if it's not, just search up sky. So you want BP sky sphere, shift or control skylight, and then control directional light. Once you have all of those selected, you're just going to want to press Control C, and then you're going to scroll down here, and you go to where your UGC is. Mine's right here. You click it, and then open whatever your level is called. Once you're in here, you just press Control V, and it should, you just want to make sure it's fair. Okay, so now we have light. So you did your first step. After you do this, you want to have an actual map. So there is ways where you can do like a landscape and to make a texture, but we don't have a texture yet, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to make a part. So you want to press this square right here, and it should go to shapes, press cube, and it should insert a cube. So what I like to do is I like to put it at 0, 0, 0 for its location. So I'm just going to put 0, 0, 0. Once you have it like this, you can scale your map by pressing this, and you can scale it to however big you want your map to be. Once you have your map, for now, you want to, we want to make a texture, because this is pretty boring. So if you go in the link in the description, I will post this ambient website. So what you want to do is you want to go to surfaces, and it comes up with a bunch of these textures. So choose any texture you want. So we're gonna be looking for grass, so I'm just gonna choose whatever grass I think looks the best. And I think I'm gonna choose this one. This one I like the most. So once you have this, you're gonna download whatever version you want. The higher the 8K, 4K, 2K, 1K, the higher the number, the more resolution your texture is gonna get. So I'm just gonna download 1K. And keep in mind you do want to have your megabytes. So once you have this, you probably want to open it here and open it in your folder, and you want this color, but first we want to extract it so that it shows up in our Unreal. So now we're going to open Unreal again, and you're going to right click in this area right here. So you're just going to press import to UGC, grass, open, and you're going to want to use the color. Now, the color will not work for 3D like textures. So if a texture is like has stuff sticking out, this isn't really what you want to do. You want to like look up a better thing, but this is just a basic texture. So you open the color, and it should make this PNG color. The next thing that you want to do is you want to press right click, material, and name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name it grass. Once you have this material, you want to open it, and you want to add a texture, so the color. So you're just going to drag this in, and it'll come up as a texture sample. So what you want to do is you want to right click it, and then you want to click convert to texture object. Now once you did this, you want hold up, I just need a reference. I need to open up my other texture. Okay, so you want to have a world aligned texture. World aligned texture. And then you want to have a value. I don't exactly remember how to put in the value. Hold up. I'm gonna pause, and then I will unpause it when I figure it out. Alright, so I have figured it out. What you want to do is you want to right click, and you want to type in constant. Just constant, not this, constant. I'm gonna set mine to 350. Yes, and once you do that, you want to drag this to texture object. You want to drag this to texture size. You want to drag XYZ texture to base color. Once you've done that, just wait a little, and it should come up. Now, do you notice this shiny thing on the on the grass? Now, normally grass does not shine, so here's how to fix that. You want to press on this. You want to scroll down until you see advanced, and you find fully rough, and just check that. Now once you do that, you'll see the shine is gone, and now we have a texture. So what you want to do is you want to press apply, and then you want to press save. So after you press save, you are going to just minus this out, go back to your UGC, and you have the texture right there. So I'm just going to go back to move, and then you're just going to hold this and drag it out. Now we have a texture in our ground. So the next step is, how do we get a person to play in here? What you want to do is search up Pavlov start or spawn. And you just want to drag it out wherever you want. So if you can see this arrow, this blue arrow, it's facing this way. So this is the way that the Pavlov person is going to spawn. And as you can see, this is going to be the size of your player. If it's dragged in here, like inside the map, it'll say bad size. If it says bad size, it means it's colliding with something and a person cannot spawn. So you're just going to put it for like there, and that should be good. So once you have a spawn, well, you probably want to have something else to do than just this grass. So what you want to do is you want it to let's see how we can make how we can spawn a gun. So I'm just gonna go to shapes, cube, and I'm just gonna make a cube that stretches like this. So it's this big wall right here. Now if I want to spawn a gun, you need to have two things. You need to, one, have a loot BP loot spawner proxy, and just drag this out right here. So I'm just going to rotate this 90 degrees. And there we go. Now we have a gun in our game. So once you have this, the second thing you need is a gun ID. So you can modify this minimum spawn time and max spawn time. I like to have it the shortest possible, and it'll automatically do it to painkillers, so it'll spawn pills. But I will link a thing in the description with this website. So this website basically shows anything you need: skins, vehicles, roles, custom items, and weapons, etc. And let's say I want to have a RPG. So I'm going to go down to rocket launchers, and I want the RPG. So this is the ID. So all you want to do is just copy this. Control C. And then you want to go back to your map. And right here where it says painkillers, just paste it. And now it'll spawn an RPG right there. So that's how you make a loot spawner proxy, which spawns weapons or items that you need. The next thing you probably want to do is a vehicle proxy. So to make a vehicle proxy, you want to search up vehicle. Pavlov vehicle spawner proxy, and it'll bring this out. So if you just drag it out, this is pretty much the perfect size you need. You probably don't want to do it like this. You just want to do it like so. This arrows are all above the ground. So it's basically the same process as the loot spawner proxy, all you want to do is you'll see this vehicle spawner vehicle ID 0 rate elements. You want to press plus, add element, and you'll see this index, and then it'll say none. If you want to add a vehicle, go back to that website and scroll down to vehicles, and you'll see all these vehicles. So I want a truck, so I'm just going to copy this truck ID. So you just want to remove none and paste truck, and now it just spawned a vehicle. So yeah. So the next step into making your map is to build lighting. So as you can see, this wall is black on this side and the shadow is not very good. This is because we have not built our lighting. So what you want to do is you want to press build lighting only, and it'll take a little bit depending on how much you need. As you can see, we have shadows and we have this wall and it's all fixed. Now let's say I have a building, like right here. Now this building, it's going to be quite dark. The build, as you can see, it says lighting needs to be rebuilt because each thing here has not had lighting built around it. So every time you make a thing, it doesn't have lighting. See how this wall has a shadow? This one doesn't. So every time you add like a certain amount of things, you always have to build lighting. So if I build lighting, this is going to be very dark. So what you want to do is you want to go to the search bar in place actors and search up point light, and you want to get a point light. I'd like to put my point lights higher up, and you just want to add a bunch of intensity. This is good for this building. And then you want to build lighting again. Now it has 6 unbuilt objects. So let's build lighting one more time. And as you can see, it's bright in here, and we have shadows back here. Yeah. So once you feel that you have quite a bit in your map, all you want to do is you want to, and you're ready to publish. You go to your definition and you double click it, and this will come up. So first, you can basically leave all of this stuff out, and go to your map. It should say whatever level you have. So mine's called tutorial. So I'm going to look for tutorial. Select it. And now this is what you're going to be able to play on it. So I want mine to be for custom. So I'm just going to select custom. And yeah, so once you've done that, you can also do custom game mode, because custom won't work like normally. If you do custom game mode, sometimes it does like break stuff. You have to add like more scripts. So if you just want it like normal, like deathmatch or team deathmatch, it should work. So I'm just going to press deathmatch. You really don't need to fill any of this out. It won't change its actual profile on mod.io. Once you do that, save this asset, and then you want to press save all. And you always want to save all unless it crashes, and then this will come up, tutorial build data. Once you've done that, you want to go back to your window and get Pavlov Workshop again. You press upload mod, tutorial map, you select it, and this is important, you have to select Android, or else it's going to be for computer. Android is for normal. Once you do that, you press upload mod. It's kind of cut out in this video, but there's a button right here that says upload mod. So you're just going to press it. And all of this stuff will come up. You just wait. I will resume the video when it is done. Alright, so it's been about a minute, and finally we have this upload complete. So you're just going to press that, and now our map is up. There's one more thing we have to do. When you sign into this, you're going to have to sign in through mod.io. Now, what this is, it's a platform where people upload their mods. So you just want to search up mod.io. Just find the official mod.io. Open game portal, and you should sign in. You're gonna find Pavlov. But you do want to press my content. Now, it will not show this for you guys. Alright, so what I was just doing is not correct, because sometimes it will not come up. What you want to do is you want to press mod.io page and sign in, and it should say it's hidden, so you press resolve, and then you press go live, and now your mod is officially live. So if you want to go test it, all you have to do is open your VR headset, open Pavlov, go to mod browser, search it up, and just download it, and then open your map and select it whatever you want. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be making another tutorial soon on how you can add modded stuff to your game, like modded guns and vehicles. Thank you for watching.